lived in Savannah, I worked at a hotel called the Marshall House that was super haunted, that I talked about before. But sometimes they would use me at a bed and breakfast that they also ran. And the bed and breakfast was even more haunted, and it was smaller, so like I feel like I was more affected by it, because after I worked there a couple times I actually requested to not work there anymore. So one night it was the first time I had worked there. I was shadowing somebody else, and we had to like put together this display with chocolate covered strawberries and champagne. And there was an area where all the champagne glasses were, but when those were out, you would have to put them on a really high shelf. I don't know why, but it was just out of reach. And I remember saying to the guy like, "Oh, do you need a step stool?" And he's like, "No, I can grab it, no problem." And I was just like, the champagne glasses are still really far from even when you're reaching. And then, I kid you not, this is what happened. I saw the champagne glass move from the back to the front, like scoot forward to the edge, and then it tumbled in the air, and then he caught it by the stem. And it happened so succinctly. I was like, this has definitely happened multiple times before. And the craziest thing is that I feel like I was the only one that saw it or reacted. And I was like, "Did you see what just happened?" And he's like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "What you just did, like, I'm being gaslit for sure." So that really, really scared me. And it wasn't just that it had happened, it was that nobody would say that things were happening. Even when the second time I worked there, I was going up the stairs, and this place was very tall and slender, not a lot of long hallways to run down, but it sounded like children were running down a hallway and laughing and screaming, but it was just kind of this ethereal, I don't know, sound that they were like far away but also close somehow, but I couldn't pinpoint where they were. And the bed and breakfast was for adults only. So I was just like, there's children here? And the manager of that place kind of had a smirk on her face, and she's like, "Oh yeah, those are the resident children." But nobody would come out and say they were ghosts. And it wasn't until I talked to my manager at the other hotel, and he was like, "Yeah, those were ghosts. It's super haunted. It's really haunted." And I was like, "Can I not work there anymore?" And he's like, "Yeah."